My name is Logan. I go to a college, and I have been there far too long. I would like to highlight the experience I've had at 10,000 Things, my internship site, and Nancy Waldock, who is a far more impressive human than I. She has made her own fucking bed and can weld. But I was inspired because I used to dabble in acting, and I thought perhaps because 10,000 Things performs for underprivileged communities and unconventional places, that I would give it a shot myself. I am Robert Kennedy. This wig costs $20. Please consider that when determining my grade bill. Clearly it's not the best, but my brothers had bad hair days too. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm only going to talk to you for a minute this morning because I have some very sad news. Michael Brown was killed in Ferguson, Missouri recently. In this difficult day, this difficult time for the United States, it's perhaps well to ask what kind of nation we are and what direction we want to move in. For those of you who are black, considering that there were white people who were responsible, you can be filled with bitterness and with hatred and a desire for revenge. We can move in that direction as a country, in greater polarization. Black people amongst blacks, whites amongst whites, filled with hatred toward one another. Or we can make an effort, as Martin Luther King did, to understand, to comprehend, and to replace that violence, that stain of bloodshed that is spread across our land, with an effort to understand compassion and love. And for those of you who are black and are tempted to be filled with hatred and mistrust of the injustice of such an act against all white people, I would only say that I can feel in my own heart the same kind of feeling. I had a member of my family killed, and he was killed by a white man. But we have to make an effort in the United States. We have to make an effort to understand, to get beyond, or to go beyond these rather difficult times. My favorite poet was Aeschylus, and he once wrote, "Even in our sleep, pain which cannot forget falls drop by drop upon the heart, until, in our own despair, against our will, comes wisdom through the awful grace of God." What we need now in the United States is not division. What we need in the United States is not hatred. We need in the United States is not violence and lawlessness, but is love, wisdom, and compassion toward one another, and a feeling of justice towards those who still suffer within our country, whether they be white or whether they be black. As most of you know, in the city of Indianapolis, in which Robert Kennedy gave this impromptu speech following MLK's assassination, the city did not experience riots, unlike every other city in the US. That's power. I am far from Robert Kennedy's eloquence and impact, but this speech which I happened to see just a couple nights ago, reminded me of the power of words. More than mere words. Like my internship site, 10,000 Things, it gives so much with so little. This speech reminds me that perhaps with constant courage, the right message, and a better hair day, I can better a life. Or as the actors and directors like Nancy and 10,000 Things do, and in HECUA, I can better a community. And as Robert Kennedy did, help better history. For while that man is gone, his ideals cannot be killed so easily. So I leave you humbly with that which brought us all here. More than mere words. Thank you.